guys, it's Kaylee Morgan. I am one of the music instructors here for the Summer Arts Camp at the Lake Wales Arts Center. I'm excited to be able to work with you guys. I wish we could meet in person, but here we are. So I have an assistant with me today. This is Mr. Brandon. I'm going to let him introduce himself.
Howdy guys, my name is Brandon Alvarado. I'm the education coordinator here at the Lake Wales Arts Center. I want to welcome you to another fantastic music lesson on our Summer Arts Camp virtual with Miss Morgan. We're really excited to get into the song making today, so let's rock and roll.
All right, so if you're watching these in the order that we made them, our last recording, we did a rhythm. So today we're going to talk about notes and where they belong on the staff.
Absolutely. And
we're going to write a simple melody to go along with the rhythm that we created in our last meeting, which will then go over to the keyboard and play it, and we will have created a song.
Woo!
So if we were in person, we would have put words to it and played instruments, which I'm really sad we couldn't do, but hopefully next time. But for now, we're going to learn the basics. That way next time we come together, we can, move a little quicker and get a little more in depth, and it's going to be great. Okay.
Absolutely.
So we talked about our rhythm values in our last video. We had our quarter notes, our quarter rest, our eighth notes, our whole notes, and our half notes, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yep.
That's what we talked about. We got them all using our little rhythm up here.
Right there.
So now we're going to talk about our notes, which are our pitches.
Okay.
Right? So I've got a keyboard over here. I'm just going to show you a difference in some pitches, because some people think, what's a pitch?
Yeah.
So maybe if you had to describe a pitch based on what you know, what do you think a pitch might be?
For me, a pitch is kind of the difference in sound between the different notes, if one is lower, if one is higher.
Very good. So pitch is the difference in low and high, which is exactly what we want you to think of when you think pitch. So this is a low pitch, right?
Yeah.
Really low.
Low.
Yep. And then this is a high pitch.
I can't go up there.
And then we've got middle pitches, right? That was 2 at a time. So we've got a bunch of them on the piano. There's 88 keys, so there's 88 different pitches on a piano. But that's neither here nor there right now. Right now, we're going to talk about what they look like on our music staff.
Okay.
Okay, so the best way to remember the lines, and we're talking about the treble clef here.
Yep.
Just the treble clef today. There's treble clef, bass clef. Some other instruments play on different clefs, but those are our two main clefs. Okay, so we're just going to talk about the treble clef today.
Okay.
So the best way to remember the lines that I learned it is every good boy deserves fudge. Okay, so we're going to do, this marker's dying.
Every.
And it's from bottom up, not top to bottom, which can be confusing. Every good boy deserves fudge.
So just to confirm again, that we can't do going this way. It has to, always has to be at the bottom, correct?
Yes. Always bottom up. So it's not like when you read a book, but you do read it left to right like a book.
Okay.
So that does help, okay? Then our spaces are easy. You just remember the word face, okay? So you have F, A, C, E, okay? Now, if we go up the alphabet starting at E, which is confusing, so we've already done A, B, C, D, E, F, G. But pause, music only goes to G, and then we start back over at A, okay? So then we have A, B, C, D, E, F. Make sense? So the next one will be G, and then we start back over at A, but for right now, we're going to stop right here. Okay? So, when we create a melody, we use these different notes. And we know which note to play based on where it is on our staff. Okay, so let's do an example. So if I put a quarter note right here. On our second line, do you think you can tell me which one that is based on what we've learned?
That's a G.
A G, right. So if we follow along, it's not a space, it's on the line, which is good, right?
Yep.
So that's a G. So let's try a different one. Let's say we put one here. In this space.
Now this one is clearly on C.
Right, so it's in between the two lines, so it's right here with the C. Now, let's do a little tricky.
Okay.
So let's say I come down here.
Yep.
You think you can figure that one out based on what we know?
Well, this one is D, because if we're going off of our scale here, everything before E is D.
Right, so if we're doing the alphabet, A, B, C, D, E. So if this is E, we go backwards
Yep.
one, and it's D. Make sense? A little confusing? That's okay. We've had quite a bit of practice at this. It takes lots of practice,
Yeah.
but eventually it's just like learning another language.
Okay,
But for right
yep.
now, we're going to take it, we're going to leave this here
All
so
right.
we don't forget, okay?
Okay.
So, let's do another one. Let's see.
All right.
How about you pick one, and then we'll ask the kids what they think it is, and then we'll tell them.
Okay. Well, let's go with this line right here.
The third line?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So if we put one right here, what do you think it is? B.
Yeah,
Very
exactly.
good. Exactly. See, because it's on the line that has boy.
Yep.
So it's a B. Very good. Let's do one more before we get
Okay.
working on our song. How about that?
Sorry, you pick one then.
Okay, let's see. How about we do this one?
Okay.
I'm going to put it over here. I'm going out of order. That's okay.
All right.
But just so we're going to make it a little more difficult and spread them out for you.
So this one right here.
So
correct?
we're looking at this one
Okay.
right here. Okay? So what do you think it is? Good. It's
Yeah,
an E.
exactly.
Very
Yep.
good. Very good. Because we're in this fourth space. And we always count up from the bottom. Don't
Yep.
forget that. Okay. Think we're ready to write our song?
I think we're ready to write this song. Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to erase this.
Take
okay?
a picture if you need to. Write it down.
Yep. And like we said before, you can go back and rewind and watch it again.
Yep.
You can fast forward, whatever you need to do. If you need to take a picture
Yep.
of it with your phone, or if you take a screenshot on your computer, however
Yep.
you're watching this, go ahead so you don't forget. All right, so we're going to erase this. Ooh.
There we go.
All right, all done. What I'll do for us so we don't forget is I'll put our lines and then our spaces, the letters, that way we don't forget, okay?
Okay.
So we have every good boy deserves fudge. Okay, so those are our lines.
Okay.
And what do we do for the spaces? Let's see if you remember. Face. Very
Exactly. Exactly.
good. F-A-C-E. Face.
Nice.
Very good. Okay, so we have our 16 beats up here, right?
Okay.
With our little rhythm that we wrote. And it's in 4/4, that means we have 4 beats. That's what we
Alright.
learned last time. So we're going to make our staff, but we're going to put all of this on the staff with notes.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
Think we can handle that?
We're taking this. All right.
Right, we're going to
Let's
put
rock
it
and roll.
all together, and then we're
Yes,
going to play
exactly.
it, and you'll know how to write a
Yeah.
song. I'm very proud of you guys. Okay, here we go. So we're going to draw 5 lines. Hopefully I'm giving myself enough room. If not, we'll just make another one. Sorry, they're not very straight. That's okay. You can get your piece of paper out and write along with us if you want. Do something different. We're just showing you how to do it. Okay, so we got a little treble clef. Make
Okay.
sure we put our 4/4 so we don't forget.
Time signature on there.
Okay, so we have 1 quarter note.
Yep.
So which note do we want to start on? What do you think, Mr. Brandon?
Maybe D?
D? Down here or up here?
The lower D.
The lower D. Okay,
Yeah.
so we're going to do our tricky one down here. Good? Okay. Then we have another quarter note. How about we do an E? Make it
Okay.
easy. Just go up 1 step. Okay. And then we have a half note. Where do you want to go?
Ooh. So we went from D to E, maybe up to A.
A.
Half note on A.
Okay, sounds good to me. Make sure you can see that. Then we're going to put our bar line to make our measure, okay?
Yep.
Just how we organize our notes. Nothing too crazy.
Yeah.
All right, so now we need 2 notes on this 1 beat. And they can be the same or they can be different. How
Yeah.
about we do these 2 the same because we have another 8th note over
Okay.
here. We'll make those different.
We can do, okay.
Sound good?
Yeah.
So how about we do them on G?
All right.
Squeaky marker.
Yep.
And then we have a rest. So what happens on our rest? Do you remember the sound it makes? Shh. Yep, that's right.
Exactly.
So we don't have to put any note. We just put our little squiggly there.
Yep.
All right, now we need another note.
So we were saying, let's go up to B.
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 Okay, so that's our 3rd line right
Yes.
here. And we have a quarter note. And because we're on the 3rd line, the stem's going to go down. Don't worry about that. That's just how it works. Okay. All right, and then we need one more on this measure. Let me make these lines just a little bit longer, and then we'll come down to the bottom for our last two measures. How about that? So I'll go ahead and box that.
All right.
Let's do, let's go up to a D.
Okay.
We'll go D to D. How does that sound?
There we go.
Good. Okay. So now we're going to come back down here. We're going to make another staff. The lines are going crazy. It's okay. Get lower and lower.
It's the fun part of music.
So we still have to put our treble clef so we remember. And our 4/4.
4/4, yeah.
All right. So now we have this measure.
Okay.
So which note do you want to start on with that measure, Mr. Brandon?
All right, let's see. For the first measure, we started on D. We ended up on D. So why don't we start with a C for this measure?
Okay, so a high C or a lower C?
Well, let's go with a high C for
A
now.
high C, okay, so it's right here. Good, okay, and we have 2 eighth notes, which we said we were going to put on different notes this time.
Yeah.
So let's do, how about a B and a D?
Okay.
Yeah?
Yep.
Okay. So, no, I meant a B and a G, I'm sorry. B and a G. Okay,
All right.
and then we have a half note. Where do you want to put that?
I'm trying to see what maybe we haven't used yet.
Got a little bit of everywhere.
Yeah, maybe if we just keep going down the scale, maybe just ending back up on F,
Okay,
on the low F.
so an F. All right, let me make that a little more visible. And then we have to put our little measure line here. All right, and then we have a whole note at the end.
Yep.
So how about we go back to D where we started?
Yep.
Sound good?
Sounds good.
So we have one whole note, one big circle, and a double bar line for a finish. Lets you know that you're all done.
There's the song right there.
This is a little song that we have written with notes and rhythms.
Yep.
So let's go back and see if we can remember all the notes before we play it. How about that?
All right.
Okay? Little pop quiz. All right, so I'll do this one for you, okay?
Okay.
So we know that this is a D,
Yep.
okay? So what's the next one, Mr. Brandon?
This one is an E.
E, good. Okay, let's ask people at home what they think this one is. Remember, you have your little cheat sheet up here, okay? So we're looking at the spaces. So what is our second space? A.
Exactly.
Very good. Okay.
All
So
right.
then these are the same. You know what those are?
Those are the G.
G. Good. So we have a double G, 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 and then what's that? That's a sh. Very good. So we're going to write that down so we don't forget.
Yep.
Okay, and then let's ask our lovely friends at home what this one is. Okay, remember we're doing our lines?
Yep.
Our cheat sheet's right here, and it's, I'm not going to tell you because you're smart, you're going to figure it out. B.
Exactly. There we
Very
go,
good.
yep.
Okay, Mr. Brandon, what's that one?
This one's the high D.
Hi, D, very good. Okay, and then this was a C.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and then we got our eighth notes that were on different notes. So
Yep.
how about you do this one, and then we'll ask them at home
Alright.
what that one is.
So we're on a B here.
Yep. Okay, so we're on our lines again. Here's your cheat sheet. What do you think this note is? G.
Great job.
Very good. All right, what's this one, Mr. Brandon?
We're on F here.
Good. And then all together, we know what this one is. Ready? Go. It's a D. Very good. Back where we started.
Fantastic, everyone.
You guys are like geniuses. You want to see how it sounds? Let's see how it sounds.
All right.
All right, I'm going to pull this forward a little bit. And we're going to
Okay.
see. You want to point for me?
All right. So we're
Okay.
starting on D.
Yep.
All right.
1, 2, ready, go. What do you guys think?
It's a great job, everyone.
That sound pretty good? And if you don't like something, you know what? Not a problem. You can go back and change any note that you didn't like, or if you're like, I think this might be better,
Yep.
go ahead and do it. It's your own song. But we just wanted to show you how to write the basics of a song. So we're super proud of you because that is not easy, and that sounded awesome, guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you have any questions about writing a simple melody, Mr. Brandon?
No, I think this looks great. And then, guys, you have all the keys and clues here that you need to do this at home. Get your friends involved, get your family involved, create your own little song here. And then, you know what? I mean, if you have a Facebook or YouTube, why don't you send us a song? I think we'd love to hear your song. Absolutely.
Yeah. So if you guys ever have any questions, you know, feel free to reach out to your music teachers, you know, friends that play instruments. And if you even, when we get back together, I'd love to be able to help you out and answer any questions. So thanks, guys, for being awesome. And I look forward to seeing you soon.
See you guys soon. Take
Bye,
care
guys.
now.